The Advancement via Individual Determination Program, commonly known as AVID, was implemented district-wide in the fall of 2003. AVID is an accelerated college preparatory program supporting students in the academic middle who need additional assistance in order to be successful in more rigorous coursework.
The AVID program's purpose is to ensure college readiness and success for all students, which is one step in helping to eliminate the achievement gap. AVID students have the potential to get into a college and to attend college, but they might need a little bit of support or assistance getting there. They're determined to do their best. They may be ready to start some advanced level classes, but just need a little help in navigating those classes. Preference is given to first-generation college students, students in groups that are historically underrepresented in colleges and universities, and students who are taking on the challenge of moving to the next level. We're looking for students who will get the most out of our AVID elective.
Some of the AVID students are typical, middle-of-the-road students as far as academics, but then some of them, I understand, like you just said, they may be slated for an advanced class but haven't taken an advanced class yet, and so if they're coming from 5th grade and they're supposed to take advanced classes at the middle school level and they were an average 5th grader but they did really well on their MSA scores, then they might use AVID to help them be successful in those classes?
That's correct.
Deshawn, what does AVID mean to you?
It means to be in a class where you apply what you learn in there, what you learn in the AVID class to what you do in all your other classes and even outside of school, and to try to do your best at everything that you do. I joined because I was not initially put in a class that I wanted to be put in, and then after being put into AVID, Ms. Beavers, my AVID teacher, was able to help and fight so that I was able to be put in that class.
And what class were you interested in being in?
Algebra 1.
Oh, okay. So was that Algebra 1 as a 7th grader?
Yes.
How did you do in the class?
I actually did great. I think it was the first or second marking period being put in the class. I actually was able to get a 4.0.
That's wonderful. Great. And Catherine, how long have you been in AVID?
I've been in it for 3 years, and I initially wanted to be in it because I needed help to be organized, and because I wanted to go to college, and I thought it would help me a lot.
In the AVID elective, students receive instruction and guidance focused on writing, inquiry, collaboration, and reading, such as organizational strategies, time management skills, note-taking, critical thinking, team building, academic focus, goal setting, college and career exploration, and leadership opportunities.
And Jody, I understand that you are a parent volunteer for the AVID program. You help with tutorials,
Right.
and you also have your son Alec as a 6th grade AVID student at Central Middle School. So far this school year, have you noticed that Alec is picking up any of the skills or he's benefiting from AVID?
Definitely. There's a big change in his attitude of school. He was fine with school, but he wasn't confident. I feel this year he's really had some confidence boost. And I think it was knowing what he needed to do through AVID who helped him learn how to take notes and learn some study skills and get his binder organized. So it's been great.
Thinking back to 5th grade, why were you interested in joining AVID at the middle school level?
I was thinking that AVID would help me with my organization and my grade level.
Okay. And Alexis, why were you interested in joining AVID?
Well, I was interested in AVID because I want to go to college when I get older and become a pediatrician, so I want to succeed that.
Alexis, I know that when students are accepted into the AVID program, they sign an AVID contract. And I have a contract here. And some of the responsibilities for middle school students are to maintain good behavior, attend all of their classes, maintain the AVID binder with Cornell notes, and keep an agenda book up to date and complete all homework assignments. Why do you think the AVID elective has a contract, but math and science and social studies, they don't have contracts for students to take those classes?
Well, I think it is because it's a special program and you only get accepted into that according to your grades and behavior.
Now, I want to find out, how did you hear about the AVID program initially? Because you've been involved with us for several years now.
Well, about 4 years ago, our middle daughter was in 5th grade, and she was having academic difficulty, shall we say, things that her mother and I were just not able to help her with. She was probably a C+ student. We looked into several private tutoring facilities, but the costs were just out of our price range, as it probably is for most parents in the county. And we were stumped when we were upset about it. And one day in the middle of the school year, our daughter came home from school with a flyer about AVID, which we had never heard of before. And what it described and what we learned about it told us that there was an opportunity through the school system to help our daughter, who was really challenged getting herself organized, getting herself together. She's joined it that next fall in 6th grade. And remarkably, her grades improved from probably a C+ average to a B+ average that first year, and then later to an A- average by the time she finished 8th grade. And in that time, she started taking harder and more challenging courses, including a couple of high school courses. So the AVID program really helped her improve her grades.
And Luke, I know that a large part of helping AVID students be successful in all of their classes deals with the AVID tutorial. What happens during an AVID tutorial?
You would all get in groups and get whiteboards, and then you would write down your question. Then all the other students will ask questions about your problem, and then you would write it down. And then they would all put their questions up. And then after that, you would all write a reflection on how you did with your group.
Great. So it sounds like no one is allowed to give you an answer or tell you what to do, right? They use something called collaborative inquiry, where they ask you questions and you look through your notes and you look through your textbook to try and find the answer for yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, Luke, I noticed that you have this big binder here. What can you tell us about this binder?
This binder has pretty much all the work that we've done from the start of the year to the end, and our teacher said we could empty out all the stuff that we did from the first semester, but I just chose to leave it in so that it will help me just in case something else happened. And we also have all of our tabs that have all of our classes.
And I know that the AVID teachers like students to have one binder so that everything that they do in their classes are in one place, so that they remember to bring their binder home for homework and they have everything that they need for homework. And then when they go to tutorial, they have all the notes from their classes so that if they need help with the class, it's all right there and they don't have to remember what binder to take with them. And Catherine, you're going to also be in
I'm in Algebra 2. And I also signed up for biology and AP geography and Chinese too.
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, what advice would you give someone who is thinking about joining AVID at middle school, but they weren't sure if they wanted to give up an elective, like maybe chorus or something else, and that they're just not quite sure about taking AVID? What would you tell them?
I think that AVID is worth it because it helps you a lot with your grades, stay on task, be responsible, and it's a really fun class that you get to do. We get to go on field trips.
I could say that AVID's not for everyone, so that you don't have to feel like because someone maybe told you to be good for AVID that you have to be in it. And then that if you apply yourself to the best of your ability, that you'll very, very soon see improvement.
And AVID prepares students for the direction our county is headed in, and that is increasing the academic rigor of our students and the success. AVID is a fundamental underpinning of the success that our students are having and the direction our county is going. If a student says, I want to access STEM, I want to access Homeland Security, AP, IB, that is terrific, but have we as a school given the students the fundamental skills necessary to access those programs? And AVID certainly does that.
Hello, AVID seniors. Hello. Just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you are planning to apply for a college scholarship. Okay. Raise your hand if you have applied to a college. Raise your hand if you have applied to at least 3 to 5 colleges. And although it's still a little early, raise your hand if you have already been accepted to a college.
For more information regarding the Advancement via Individual Determination program, please visit our website at www.aacps.org/AVID.